let's dive into hard cases versus soft cases and how we utilize their different advantages and avoid their disadvantages. First off, let's go with hard cases. So let's break it down simply. We use Pelican cases or Nanook cases, whatever it is, this type of protection for typically electronics or sensitive equipment. Everything else doesn't go into one of these types of cases. It goes into an ultralight case for storage. The reason we like them so much is that they're aluminum. They do a lot for us in the way that we need them to work for us and nothing more. So inside they have a rubber gasket on them. They're light, they got the nice straps that hold the lid open or from flopping everywhere. Really simple buckles and then stackable feet, so when you have multiple in sizes or even compatible sizes, they lock in place when you stack them inside of a truck, etc. Before alu boxes, we used ammo cans, and I still have a bunch of those around. That's what the military uses for the same reasons. It's not looking for crush proofness and like really, they're hauling around ammunition and things like that. It just needs to stack and store well and keep it relatively sealed from the elements. That's what an alu box does, but it's absolutely ultra light. It weighs nothing. This is full of equipment right now, but this is so light. On top of that, when you're not looking to have a case have all that protection built into it, like crush proof and all that, it takes a lot of the weight and the engineering out of a box. If you were to look at this case, and just as it pertains to storage, like you want to store chips or food or whatever in this as a dry box, they are bulky. A lot of times inside on certain cases you'll see ribbing inside for strength. On the outside they've built these big seals all the way around. So what you need to look at is that this is actually the outer diameter of the box. And you don't actually get into the inside diameter of a box. I mean, look how thick that wall is, essentially, before you get to the inside space. Compared to an alu box or even an ammo can that is perfectly thin, that's the wall that we're talking about. So if you use this a bunch of those to do what these cases do, what you're going to start finding is when you stack them next to each other, you have this humongous waste of space because that doubles on the next case. So now all of a sudden you have a gap between two cases this thick that isn't usable for anything. It's dead air space. And when you're looking at an overland vehicle, we want to keep them as clean as possible. And so you want to keep your stuff compact as possible. And when your cases don't even allow for that, everything just starts to grow, starts to get bigger. So we use alu boxes for storage, all kinds of loose items. We even put other stuff, other storage items inside of alu boxes. If you do need to use them as a pseudo-protective case, there's a company out there called Trek Pack that you can build out the inside with. You can also use old Pelican foam or something from that and put it in there. It just depends. But yeah, that's how we utilize that.